Hi everyone, this is Adam. Students, friends, strangers. Like many of you, my life has changed a lot recently. It's April 10th and most of us are in quarantine. We have to stay inside and our daily routine has been shaken up. So I decided I would make a video here from inside in this space where I don't have a whole lot of room to move around about how you can do some physical exercise. And normally I would be wearing my uniform, but I can't because it's in storage and I'm in quarantine. So I was going to wait, but then I realized the real lesson here is that we should do what we can with what we have. And you can do exercise, martial arts anywhere, even if you're stuck in a closet. So with that in mind, I want to show you some movements you can do in a small amount of space. And specifically for my Taekwondo students, I'd like to show you how to practice your forms in a small amount of space. So let's get started with a brief warm-up, and then I'll move into the forms. So even though we don't have a flag and we're not in the classroom, let's continue to show respect to each other. Please follow along. I meant for this to be for you, so the best way for you to use this is to stand up and to do it with me. So let's begin by bowing to each other, feet together, chariot, kunye, chumbi. Alright, let's do twist punch. So you're going to bring your feet shoulder width apart, sink your butt, bend your knees, point your toes forward. Don't let them splay out like this, point them forward. Pull your hand way back, twist your hip back, and you're going to punch the area right in front of you at your stomach level. By my count. Up-ch, 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 up-ch. Now let's do two punches with each count. Up-ch, 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 up-ch. We'll do three punches now, and then we ki-eye on the third one. Up-ch, ay, up-ch, ay, up-ch, ay, up-ch, ay. Now we do five punches, and we're going to ki-eye on each one. Take a deep breath. Up-ch, ha, 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 ha. Up-ch, ha, 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 ha. Up-ch, ha, 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 ha. Up-ch. Hello! And sha, relax. So that gets our blood flowing, gets us breathing a little bit. Now let's do some stretches. Bend your knees and swing your arms. Tap your back and your shoulders. Twist your hips. And now lift your heel off the ground and rotate. Look behind you. Come back to your center. Take three big deep breaths together. 1, 2, 3. Throw your hands in front, and you're going to exhale, bend down, and touch the ground. Bend your knees, look up, hands out. Link your fingers, keep your feet pointing forward, bend your knees and squat. And up. And then pull your fingers back towards your face. Put your hands on your hips and do big hip circles all the way around. Do 2 and then go the other direction. And now bring your feet together so they're touching. Bend your knees. Put your hands on your knees. And then circle your knees and your ankles. And go the other way. Separate your toes. Bend your knees. Palms up. Balance. And then close your eyes for a breath. All right, stand up and let's do arm circles. Big arm circles. Be aware of your space. Be careful you don't knock anything over. And go the other way. And now open and close your arms. And give yourself a nice big hug. Think something positive about yourself. Like the fact that you're making time to do exercise. And relax. Stretch your neck to one side. Try and touch your shoulder with your ear. You won't get there, of course, but just bend. And look towards the ground. And then look towards the ceiling. And then go to the other shoulder. Look at the ground. Look at the ceiling. Tuck your chin to your chest and go side to side. And then relax your neck and slowly do a big circle all the way around. And then go the other way. Now let's stretch our legs. You're going to squat in a nice deep stance here. And then you're going to straighten one leg and bring your hands down next to the ground on the other leg. So you see this knee is bent, this leg is straight, my butt is over my bent knee. And now I'm going to rotate my hips. I lift my heel off the ground and I point my toe on this side. So I look towards this foot and I kind of reach towards it. And then I come back to the center, to this nice squat here. I sink and I go to the other side. I'm going to straighten this leg and sink my hands and my butt over this knee. And now I lift this heel up. I turn my hips to face towards this foot and I point my toe towards the ceiling. I reach down and then I come back to the middle. And then I'm going to do the splits here. I don't have enough room to do it this way, so I'm going to rotate. And I just keep my hips above my legs. I walk my feet out as much as I can. And then I just breathe into it and stay here for a couple breaths. All right, walk your feet together. Sink your butt, stand up. And shake your wrists out a little bit. Jump up and down a little bit. Shake your shoulders. Let out your tension. Okay, now let's do some strikes to warm up. So because we have a small amount of space, we're going to have to work on the stutter step. So I'll show you what that means to me. We're going to start by doing a down block and a front stance. I'm not going to explain too many details because this is mostly intended for students who've done this before, but feel free to follow along. So bring your arm across your face, step your left foot forward into a front stance, and then you're going to down block with this hand next to your thigh. You down block. Okay. So to do the stutter step, assuming we don't have enough room to step forward, we're just going to switch our feet. So bring your back hand across your face, step your front foot to where you want it to be, and then step your back foot backwards into a front stance and down block. Okay, let's do a few of those. Up-ch. 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 Now we'll do the same thing with high block. Bring your back hand across your hip, step forward into your front stance, step backwards, and when you plant, you're going to push this up above your head with an angle, and then pull the other hand way back. Okay, high block. Up-ch. 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 Okay, now we're going to do side block in a back stance this time. So bring your back hand all the way across your face. Bring your front foot forward. Now bring this other foot back. I'm going to back stance now, and I'm going to bring my hand across my body and side block. So back stance, remember, my feet have an L shape here. My heels are on the same line, and most of my weight is on my back foot. So I'm able to pick up my front foot without having to adjust my weight. Okay, let's do side block. Chamber, switch feet, stutter step, sink, and then side block. Up-ch. Up-ch. Ouch. Ouch. Now let's do a straight punch in a front stance. So you're going to step your foot forward, sink your foot back into a front stance, and then with this forward hand, you're going to punch and pull the other one back. Ouch. 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 Okay, let's do a couple kicks now. So from front stance, we're going to do a front kick. So we're going to reach up high with our back hand. We're going to chamber this. Bend your knee. Point your knee where you want to kick. And then point your toes. And you pull, snap, and then you come down into a front stance. And step back with the other foot into your front stance again. Okay? Let's do front kick. Ouch. 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 Okay. Let's move into round kick now. We're still in a front stance. With round kick, we're going to, again, chamber our back knee, but we're going to lift it. Point our knee where we want to kick, and then you're going to rotate your hips and snap. Put your foot down, and then step the other foot back. Round kick. Ouch. 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 Okay, from here let's do our side kicks. So for side kick, we're going to start in a different position. We're going to be sunk in a squat here. And we're going to do it like a way to train so that you get correct body mechanics. So step your back foot across in front of the other foot. And now place all of your weight on your front foot so that you can pick this foot up. You're going to rotate your hips so that your butt is pointing the way you want to kick. You're going to pike your toes so that they're pulled back and your heel is exposed. And then you thrust your heel, pull it back, come down, double down block. Okay? And from this position, so we can get the other side, let's just step back into the other side now. Okay? So now my right foot is behind me. I step my right foot in front. I transfer my weight onto that foot. I lift up this foot. I point my butt, and I side kick. I look where I want to kick, and then I step down. From here, I step my left foot back, and double down block, and I'm ready to do it again. Okay, side kick. Ouch. 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 And let's do one more stretch. I want you to step into a front stance, and we're going to do abo rigi. This is the rising kick. So you keep your back legs straight and locked, and then you're going to try and slap yourself in the face with your knee / shin. So, and then you come down with your foot controlled. If you haven't done this before, be careful. It's kind of easy to knock yourself backwards if you're not careful. So start out slow. So I'm going to stretch up, and now I control the descent so I don't fall. And then I'm going to step into my front stance and step back to be ready for the other side. I bring my leg up, I control, and then I sit down. Okay, let's do a few of these. Ouch. 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 And from that, step back. Haro. Sha. Alright, I'm going to pause the video for a second. This is a good time for you to grab a drink of water, and we'll move into forms.